Aotearoa is the Maori word for New Zealand.
Aotearoa.
Yeah, it means land of the long white cloud.
So I guess the beauty of the tour Aotearoa is that you get off the beaten track. You're not on our national state highways. You follow gravel roads, country roads and actual mountain bike trails through the country rather than traversing all our highways with the trucks and the cars and all the rest of it. So it's an amazing asset that we have that the Kennett brothers have put together.
At the beginning of December, Flora and I set off from Auckland and headed south.
We're on the North Island of New Zealand and we're cycling south from Auckland, heading to Wellington on this part of the trip where we're meeting with a mate of mine, spending Christmas there. It's going to be very strange having Christmas in the heat. We've already seen just seen the houses with Christmas decorations on. When you're sweating and it's hot, it's just a bit weird. We're currently following an old lady on a quad bike to go and she told us that we can't go this way and we've got to go round on the road. I think we're going to try and stay at a campsite with hot springs tonight.
What's special about New Zealand, I think, is the green. It's the big air, the lack of people. You can go into many places in New Zealand and stand in one spot and not see anybody or any building or anything. And you can yell and scream and take a deep breath and go.
What have your highlights of the route been so far?
Like the mangrove forests on the coast. That's pretty cool.
There's a disease that's affecting the kauri, and which are very precious to us, and if people tramp on the roots of the kauri will die, and it's called kauri dieback. Funny that. So by closing the park, the virus, fungus, whatever it is, I'm not sure, on people's boots
And mountain bike wheels.
and yeah, it means it doesn't pass it on to the next place, so that's why they've closed them, to try and stop the spread of this kauri dieback.
We're currently riding on the Hauraki rail trail and it's one of the great rides of New Zealand and it's the first bit of nice gravel.
It's just very flat and like, not that I'm complaining about it being flat, but it's just like, we're just going through like fields and it's straight, it's a straight line, it's just like flat and straight through fields.
How have you found the last 2 days? You struggled quite a lot.
Yeah, I've struggled, it's been hard. I was ill on the first day.
The second day?
And the second day.
You were throwing up on the side of the road.
Yeah, we've had some vomiting.
So yeah, it's only 24 degrees, but if you factor in that there's less of an ozone here.
Hiya, I'm Trish Legg. I'm the co-owner of Pairoa Bed and Breakfast. We're in Earth as Pairoa. Well, we could say it's sort of at the bottom of Auckland, but far enough away to be amazing.
Well, it's taken us 3 days to get here. So
yeah, exactly. Oh, but you were biking, come on, in a car and it's an hour and a half.
Last night we stayed at a B&B, treated ourselves. It was a really nice room and a really good breakfast. So a bit fresher this morning. We're just going to redo Flora's bars. Are you happy with that? Do you want a bit further back?
Going all the way over here to number 6.
Everyone's been telling us about the roads in New Zealand, how bad the traffic can be. And yeah, we've had a few close passes, but nothing worse than the UK really. But yeah, touch wood.
Yeah, don't speak too soon.
You'd think I'd be very experienced with the amount of trips I've done, but I seem to have packed far too much. I think the trouble is, you give yourself the bag space and then you just put stuff in it. We're going to try and make today the biggest day. Well, you've been ill for like the last few days. You've struggled quite a lot in the heat, so we're trying to get all the kilometers and miles done in the morning out of the heat. Train trucks, they're trucks with a trailer on the back with another truck on.
We've just passed through Mata Mata and we've restocked with food, so we've got dinner for tonight and we're now heading to the Shire.
Let's move to Bag End. I want to live in a hobbit home.
It's good, it's good. I'd say it's worth my money.
It'll be Manuka chips that are burnt and in smokers.
This
Well, you
is
can,
literally
it's up
like
to you.
what I want my house to be like.
Get in there,
That's
invest
what
in
I
it.
say. You could defo fit in that.
Where are we for?
Hobbit home. Precious. Yeah, like that wasn't very safe. I don't know. I didn't really.
Not a happy bunny.
Not happy. Didn't like it.
My pronunciation will be terrible here, but we've done the Hauraki rail trail. So we're about here now, and we're about to do the Waikato river trails. And then we're going to probably not finish the whole thing, but come off towards the timber trail. And then, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Should all be under trees.
We've now come off the highway, the state highway, which was awful. I'm pretty sure it was the only route, but I might be wrong. There might be a bike path that took us there. We're now on the Waikato river trails.
Like ferns, but I don't think ferns could grow that big. They look like trees.
Tonight we're heading for Mangakino, which is very close to the start of the timber trail. It looks like a pretty decent sized town, so hopefully there's somewhere we can get some food. I'm currently riding across the longest suspension bridge in New Zealand. Beautiful views either side, super green. We're definitely ready for a change of scenery, away from the farmers' fields and the lack of shade, and very much looking forward to the timber trail and what that entails.
Made it to Mangakino, got ice creams. That was a very tough last section. A lot of pushing, a lot of technical downhill bits, and yeah, we had to put some salts in Flora because she was struggling a bit.
Cramps in my hands.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but we're here now.
Well, that was an eventful night. Apparently it was crate day. A day where you drink a full crate of beer from 12 p.m. to midnight. Get obscenely drunk and then keep cycle tourists up all night.
They were actually quite cheap. Like, I was kind of like, I was half in and out of sleep. I was like, it wasn't too bad.
It was awful, they kept on coming back.
They kept coming back for more than me.
Definitely drink driving. Bit of a hiker bike section with loaded panniers. Quite the push. But it was a cool suspension bridge.
Centre of the North Island.
We've made it into the middle of a forest. Apparently it's the centre of the North Island. Nice and cool in here, mind, and some big trees.
It feels like we're in the Botanic Gardens in like the glass houses somewhere. Like at Kew or Edinburgh or something. Delicious and nutritious.
We're at the start of the timber trail. It's currently pretty smooth, nice and flowy, single track. Lots of weird bird noises.
So the timber trail is an 84-kilometre kind of single track mix mountain bike trail through the Toroa National Park, and so it follows a few different trails from historic logging and a few other like hunting tracks and stuff like that, is my understanding. And so in 2009 the idea was created to build a mountain bike track through these networks of trails. One of the big challenges though with the timber trail was these big valleys that they had to cross, and so there's a lot of massive swing bridges on the trail that I'm sure you have footage of.
To the timber trail lodge, which is like midway through the trail, and hopefully there's some hot food. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Otherwise we've got wraps, hummus, a mango, a few bars, some nuts. Would survive, but a hot meal would be nice.
Legs are pretty down. I think got to see it in like first light.
Day 2 on the timber trail. Lovely stay at the timber trail lodge last night. Some good food, very good shower, and a very comfortable bed.
You won't be able to do this shit when you're old and retired. Do it now. Wrong! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'm 88 doing it and retired now. Eugene.
You go, Eugene.
You go, Eugene. You go, girl.
Could be a boy.
Hope your legs hurt. Yeah, they do hurt. First, good waterfall chaser.
You enjoying the wet weather?
Yeah, I am, but I'm not really enjoying the downhills. Very slippy. Very slippy. And I'm not very good at it. It's like, it's hard enough with the bags on. I don't need the extra muddy slip. Don't, this is a bit of a violent one. Don't burn the witch, burn the rich. What the, oh wait, what?
Feel like a drowned rat. It's got a bit wet. Whoever designed this did not think panniers were an option. We've made it off the timber trail. We're back on tarmac.
Yeah, I've only got one roll in the top of the bag instead of 3, so I'm not sure it's going to be that waterproof.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you camping tonight?
No chance. No chance.
Yeah, we're just going shopping, so we need like 3 days worth of food.
What's a typical Kiwi snack?
Ooh, typical Kiwi snack. Ah. For cycling, probably some gummy worms. That is the typical snack, or aeroplanes, depending on your preference. Yeah, I'd say for sugar that is the way to go. Kiwi chocolate,
yeah.
Whittaker's, milk.
You can go home and be like, I was in the presence of a gang.
You were on the boat.
Oh, yeah. This is the second pizza in a row, but I'm here for it.
Second?
Yeah, we had pizza last night as well.
Oh, but you had pizza at the lodge.
Yeah.
They make it for you, eh?
Yeah, that was really nice. To be fair, when we got there and like they were like, oh yeah, do you want pizza right now? And we were like, yeah.
Did you get choices for flavours?
3 choices.
We're in Taranui, at the end of the, towards the end of the timber trail. The timber trail officially ends in Wanganui, and then it's about 25 kilometres into Taranui, which is the next main town after the timber trail.
Is it a nice town?
It's a lovely town. Yeah, it's got all the amenities you need. The
Pizza
motel.
came all.
Yeah, pizza, McDonald's, New World, supermarket, everything.
What are we tasting here?
I don't know. Whittaker's? Yeah. Whittaker's creamy milk.
Better than Cadbury's.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Mmm.
Better than Cadbury's?
Yeah, it's delicious.
We're just heading out of Taranui after staying in a motel last night. Me and Flora are joined by Mac and Eli. We're heading to the bridge to nowhere.
Bit of sun, not too warm, not too much wind yet.
Feeling great. Actually, the body feels great today. The bike doesn't feel as great today.
We've just seen Mount Ruapehu, including also Mount Ngarahoe and Tongariro. Mount Ngarahoe is best known as Mount Doom, from either the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit series, I'm not too sure. And so yeah, we're really close to the central plateau in New Zealand, which has the 3 volcanoes there.
What's the volcano that we just saw? The one with the snow on it?
That's Mount Ruapehu, so that's the biggest out of the 3. And then Ngarahoe is technically part of Tongariro, but it sticks out on its own because it's quite a distinct cone-shaped volcano. Otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty cool region we're in at the moment. We're just going to be rolling through some hills, and yeah, it's a beautiful part of the country.
Thank you for all the information, Mac.
Oh, good.
Where are you going now?
Just Hauraki.
Back home?
Back home, yeah. Just a short 60 k's or something, bit of climbing, back up to National Park. So yeah, not too far.
The route teases you with a tiny bit of tarmac, and then you're thrown straight back onto a gravel road with washboard. Oh, but look at that gorge. Wow.
I'm a bit nervous because I think, well, we haven't really heard very many good things about this next bit of trail. And like the sign up there says it's grade 4, and I think there was maybe only 5 grades when I looked, but so that's like 4 out of 5, which seems kind of hard. But yeah, I think Max said it's going to be pretty muddy. I think, did he say it was like when it's like rained and then it has maybe like a day to dry out, it's like becomes even stickier. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect.
So the Bridge to Nowhere, the valley that it goes through, it was originally gifted by the Crown to World War II, former soldiers from World War II, to settle and to try and farm. And so they divided up the land in that valley. That's why they built the bridge, because they were going to build this highway through this land. And they started farming it, and then they discovered that the land is just not farmable. It's too steep. The clay is just all falls away. They couldn't keep the road open. You'll see all these big bluffs. And so yeah, they just, and then they eventually abandoned it. And so there's only one family left that have a property there.
Whoa, you could be in there. What do you think it is?
Explosives cave.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
They store explosives in the cave.
For what purpose?
Blowing up the trail to make way for things. How are you updating the family of your whereabouts, Eli?
We gotta log on to Snapchat, update the snap maps so I can see where my Bitmoji is. Hey,
didn't,
whoa, whoa. I didn't bring any people back to the camp. So, went to party with the mongrel mob.
Well, how did this even happen?
How does it even happen?
You went on a boat.
Yeah, we biked to the campsite. There's a group of people there, and me and Levi, my friend, who I met, also cyclist, we were just setting up our camp, and these people invited us onto their boat and said, "You guys know how to wakeboard?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know how to wakeboard." So, hop on their boat, did some wakeboarding, jumped off a bridge, came back, and then they invited us to the party. What we didn't know was this party was full of the mongrel mob, or the mongrel mob of New Zealand, one of the biggest mob in New Zealand, and there was lots of gang activity going on at this party, so we had to get out of there. When we got back to, I don't know, I left the party. Levi was still there, and then Levi brought home some girls back to our tents, and he started yelling my name outside my tent, and apparently they woke me up, but I have no recollection of this, so supposedly this all happened, but you guys can attest, right?
Yeah.
You can fill in the rest of the story.
Yeah, so then we woke up and then they came in their cars and they just sat and
With
chatted.
our headlights
Yeah.
on us.
And they were having a nice time. They were talking about how great day was. And to be fair, it sounded like they had a pretty good one.
Great day is a great day.
Great day is a great day. And then they left, and then they came back and they started singing some Rihanna.
Under my umbrella.
I think
Ella.
it's
Umbrella, eh?
Is it? Under my umbrella is Rihanna.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Under my umbrella. They were actually really
They're good singers?
they were actually good.
Oh, really?
They knew a lot of the words as well. Like, so bits where I was like, oh, I don't know what the words were. They just
They knew the words?
They knew, yeah. They were really good.
Rihanna fan.
It did kind of sound like that. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Anyway.
Are you guys vlogging?
Kind of.
Kind of, okay. Do you have a YouTube channel or like?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a nice bench up there. I'd take food.
Ah, good.
very hard life out there. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of old chimneys and stuff like that from when they were trying to farm the land. And yeah, it sounds like it wasn't a great time.
And that's why it's the bridge to nowhere.
Yeah, because originally it was going to be further and they were going to build this big road network, and just never happened.
We've made it over the bridge to nowhere, and we're almost at the extraction point to get to Pipriki on a jet boat.
We just had it from
It's another day to live another fairy tale. It's another night to drink and then forget. Oh no, tomorrow won't wait around forever.
Is there a takeaway somewhere?
There is a takeaways here, mate, and hot showers and...
That's a burger.
We're off to Wanganui today. We're back on tarmac after being off-road and on single track gravel roads for the last few days. And it's 70 odd K of rolling downhill towards the coast. I think we're gonna take a rest day. Well, that's the plan anyway.
So I can't see much rain out there. If I look just somewhere straight, I don't see rain, so it's not that bad of a rainy day. I mean, look at it, it's like completely fine here. It's not like...
It looks pretty bad to me.
Quick cafe stop for a bit of breakfast. Back on the trail, on the road. Very wet. Wet and wild. Some bluffs to the left, a river to the right.
We're cycling past a lot of beehives, and we just got a really strong whiff of honey. It smelled delicious. And there's more just up ahead. I wonder if it's Manuka, because I know Manuka is famous in New Zealand. So that would explain why there is a lot of beehives around. We're 10k from Wanganui, and it's absolutely pissing it down.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So we're out here, Hilton Mountain Bike Park, got a bit of club crit racing. 20 minutes, flat out. Trying to keep up with this man here.
We'll see.
No, this is it.
Whoa. If you touch the ground, you're out.
Hey, that wheeled out, that wheeled out.
What are we doing today, Toroa?
We're going to the art gallery because we're having a rest day. Very pleased. Already had a nice coffee.
In Wanganui.
Wanganui.
We'll ease off, but as we come up off the bottom, all the chains and pulleys and counterweights you can hear. We're going to go 66 metres through the ground, and you'll know when we get there. It does it very, very quickly. We're going to be in less than a minute.
Never Speaking of views, I counted 175 and here are the number of steps, 176. I don't know enough about the mechanics to know, but the derailleur has been changed and maybe a new chain and a new thing, the bit that gears, like I think that's been changed as well. Does that make any sense? I don't know.
Roughed up the discs a little bit, so there should be pretty good stopping power.
This is my derailleur that's now on the Christmas tree. Leaving my mark in Wanganui.
Okay.
What's special about Wanganui?
Good place for the kids, good sport, good schooling, good community, so yeah.
You've got some amazing mountain bike trails here that...
Yeah, we're not known in New Zealand for our mountain bike trails, but we're on a club level, definitely a good variety, and all done by the club.
We came up yesterday.
Oh, right.
So we already done it, but we decided we wouldn't do the hill today.
Oh, no. Totally support that decision.
We've just left Wanganui and we got the elevator, the 150-year-old elevator up the hill rather than cycling it. Saved the legs and taking a bit of the history at the same time. But yeah, if you're ever passing through Wanganui, make sure you go to the bike shed, an amazing bike shop, and I'm always in disbelief at the kindness of bike shops.
So Flora's bike came in with definitely worn out, so we'll give it a new, almost a whole new drivetrain. So good to see her on her way.
It was the Bridge to Nowhere, I think, destroyed it a little bit.
Yeah, Bridge to Nowhere, definitely guilty of lots of bike wear.
So we're going to Wellington. Can you tell me anything about the terrain and what we've got in store to come?
Yep. So from here to Wellington, you're definitely going to get some hills, not massive hills, but lots of rolling country, but beautiful rural New Zealand scenery to come.
And if there's bikepackers coming through Wanganui on the TA route, they should come to the bike shed for any repairs they need.
Yeah, definitely call in and we'll do our best to keep them going and have a wee chat and see what they're up to and make sure they're happy.
We've basically just been wiggling State Highway number 2 and up and down the little hills either side of it. So it feels like we've basically gone nowhere and we've gone quite a long way at the same time. Not very far, and then it'd be good to see Alex and Hannah. See some familiar faces. But yeah, bit of a headwind. That's not helping. I'm so glad I'm carrying the weight of an Exposure 6-pack just so we can ride through those tunnels. Not ridden in the dark yet, so at least I'm getting some use out of it.
I feel like the wind makes me irrationally angry, like the headwind going up the hill. Just, I don't know, for some reason it just really gets to me. There's not much left.
What have you...
There's not much left at all. We need to
If you've got an option between Whittaker's or Cadbury's, what would you go for?
Yeah, Whittaker's, I think. Wasn't really very sure, and then we had a bar of Cadbury's after having this, and it just like, it wasn't as good.
Good swim?
Yeah. Cold but lovely.
Avocados are very cheap in
Yeah. This is
New Zealand.
rank. It's really sticky.
What, the Manuka honey?
This is a lot better than crisp wrap.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last day before getting to Wellington. We're cycling down the Remutaka rail trail.
Look at that.
What is that?
It's like the fanciest half brown I've ever seen. Oh yeah.
Hello. Where are we? We're in Wellington, Josh.
Good to see you.
And you? I know, it's a long way from Newcastle.